All right. Hey, everyone. This is Darius from the Shotcaller, joined here by Mikyx. And unfortunately, we have to talk about something that I'm very sad about. Mitch just told me, and Grabswell has probably told you guys on Twitter already. You have a wrist injury, and that has been preventing you from playing solo queue and a lot of scrims and stuff. Would you like to elaborate on what the situation was for you for the past weeks?
Yeah, so basically I had some kind of pain around this area and like at the bottom of my thumb, I guess.
Like
That's how I call it, the palm, yeah. And it's like on both hands, and I've had it for I don't know, since I got home from last year, but I just never really paid much attention to it because I went to a physio and she told me so just inflammation, it's probably gonna go away in a month or so. I was like, okay, sure. I didn't play that much, but I still played quite a lot. So I didn't really get better. I didn't really make it better. But yeah, so for the past month or so, last 3 weeks, I think, I haven't played a single solo queue game, and I've played, I think, 8 games in total. So it's 2 games a day of scrims, and we have 3 days of scrims, and then 1 stage game, and 2 stage games. So yeah, haven't played that much, but I've been just watching others play solo queue or watching VODs or whatever. So yeah, it's been kind of boring, but hopefully now I'm gonna have 3-week rest, and probably gonna try to not play much, probably not at all. And yeah, hopefully it gets better for playoffs.
So you just mentioned that you have now 3 weeks rest. Are you not going to play next week? Or
well, I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
If we can get a sub, then maybe we're going to do that since we're already locked first. But yeah, most likely, probably not.
Okay. Good to know. Of course, get rested and get that stuff fixed as soon as possible. Has that been impacting your stage performance? I would assume so.
Well, a little bit, but not really. For example, yesterday when I inted, I think I just kind of played bad. I don't think I could really blame the wrist for that one, because yeah, I was just really inting. Sometimes it does take away my focus from the game. If it starts hurting, I'm like, oh shit, maybe, and then I start massaging a bit. But yeah, overall, it's not really an excuse that why I've been doing so poorly. But yeah, yeah, it's fine.
I mean, there are certain champions like Alistar and stuff, or I don't know, Thresh, where this can really impact you.
It does kind of limit me to playing champs that are more highly intensive or more skill based, like Pyke, for example, or Gragas, Rakan. I'm not really confident in those champs because I don't really play them much, because I can't really play solo queue. So that's why I'm just yeah, Galio was kind of easy. Press 2 buttons, and then Braum, I can play Braum, I guess. Alistar, Tam, yeah, whatever. Just these easy champs that anyone can play in the game. So yeah.
That's a difficult situation for you. So you are gonna see a physiotherapist and stuff like that.
I go to a physiotherapist already for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and I've been to a doctor as well. And yeah, basically I just have to go through a bunch of physio sessions and not play much and hope it gets better.
And then I would assume, but by the end of playoffs, it could already be better, or when you would get to play again in theory. Yeah. And then the goal is to be fully fit for summer, I would assume. Yeah,
for sure. The goal is to be actually ready for playoffs already, and it should in theory get better because I'm gonna have 3 weeks of rest or 2 weeks, because maybe I started screaming last week, But it already got a bit better since 2 weeks ago. So that's a positive note, I guess. So it should only get better.
Better is better than worse.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
That's what the term better means,
Yeah, that's true.
So, I'm happy that you get to keep your smile, of course. Now, overall, though, let's look at some of the positives, okay? You guys have locked in first. You've looked phenomenal. Even though, the last 3 games, of course, two losses and the shaky game against Vitality. So, from a strategic point of view, what has been not been going so well for G2? I just realized I wanted to go to the positives and then went to this. We'll just ignore that, but we'll talk about the positives.
Some more negatives, okay. So for example, the SK game, I think we just went in it. It was basically a scrim game. In scrims, we just say, for example, we can end mid, and then we just run it down, and then we got cleaned up by Jinx. But even there, I could Q flash on Jinx, but my wrist broke, so I couldn't Q flash. That's my excuse. Otherwise, I would have done it. So I blame it on that one. And then we just didn't really talk about if you have to play on side lane. We just went, so how do we team fight? How do we beat them in fights? Because it was basically a scrim game. And then against Splice, I think we also found, our draft was not that optimal because everyone just picked kind of for themselves instead of for comp. So after yesterday's loss, we kind of realized that we should pick for the comp more. So today we tried to go in the draft with the mindset of that, like picking more for the comp instead of individual matchups and champs, or like priority picks. So I think that was a lot better because, like, for example, today we had like more of a chance of a comeback because we had like a pretty good team comp with like a lot of CC and like split push win condition. So it was a lot easier to play from behind than usually.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, it was still a very shaky game, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
early game was really rough, and Jankos felt really bad after the game, and I feel really bad for him because he must feel kind of down. Because I mean, I heard the whole game was like, I could have killed him here. Fucked up. Sorry guys. It's fine. It sucks.
I usually follow us on Instagram. We do the hand clap thing for everyone that can't be live at the studio. We put them on Instagram from a direct point of view, and they clapped your hand, and like everyone else's too. And I was like looking at Jankos, and he seemed so sad. I feel so bad for him. Hope he'll feel better soon. Of course, at the end of the day, it was the POV stream curse.
It's true. There's not much you can do if you have POV stream.
It's actually OP. It's so giga broken. But looking into playoffs, you guys still look like definitely the strongest team in the league. And how's the team morale in that regard? Is it still? Are you guys very confident, or have now the last two losses and the shaking game today kind of put you guys more on a realistic level, but still confident? You know.
Well, we're still pretty confident. Okay. Maybe some would say overconfident still. I think the last two losses didn't really change much. Like the atmosphere was still the same in the team. Everyone was still like joking around all the time. And yeah, maybe, I mean, for sure, like, I mean, these games that we played like for the past 2 weeks, past 2 weeks, didn't really have that much influence since we were already locked for playoffs. So we're just kind of saving strats for late game. So some of our losses might have been with our hands behind our backs. But yeah, in playoffs, Wrath will be swift. All these peasants thinking we're bad, Lamau.
I won't even comment on this. No, I refuse. So obviously the goal is to win the title at the end of the day. What do you make of Origin and Fnatic and Vitality even right now? Because Vitality today super close. Origin beat you guys at least once, looks super solid in general, and Fnatic are on the upswing as well.
Yeah, I think also Splice could be added to that list. Sure. I think those 4 teams are like the better ones, I guess. I'm not sure between SK, Misfits, and Schalke who's going to make it, but I think whoever makes it's probably going to drop out in quarters. I think there's like a bit of a gap between the rest, you know. But I think out of those 4, I'm not sure about Fnatic, if they're actually that insane, but I guess we'll see next week. I mean, maybe I won't see it next week, but you will see it next week.
Maybe you watch it, literally watch it.
But, I mean, out of those 4, I'll probably have to give it to, I think the scariest in best of 5 would probably Origin or Fnatic. I think Vitality and Splice maybe are not that insane in best of 5, so I think they're probably easier to prepare against as well. But
Splice have always been 2-3 or 3-2 in playoffs.
Yeah, that could be the case, but that was like a different roster. And, honestly, I just think no one can really beat us 3 games in like a single day. I think that's really not possible. Like, for example, even today's game, we should have lost for sure. But if we didn't lose this game, then I'm not sure if we can actually lose like 3 games. But I guess, can't say much.
Just as a hint, maybe don't get too Yes, exactly. That's the mindset. So, even though Carlos will go, no!
Yeah, like, I saw also the Kobe interview from yesterday, and I agree with the notion that if you don't like really trash talk much or put yourself out there, you really won't get recognized, or your brand will be kind of small. So yeah, I can't stay humble forever.
True.
And everyone needs to be unleashed at some point.
Yeah, it's true. But that said, you did make yourself a brand with a whole like Gragas support and like picking out different champions. So like that's a different route, you know.
Yeah. Also, today there was a Trundle support, which was actually a pretty good pick, I think. I was also theory crafting about it but I think Aftershock was really useless. Why did he go Aftershock? And I'm not sure if I would go Ardent either, or would I go? Probably not. Actually, it was fine, but in theory, it's a good pick, and I like it. I wish it would have been my invention if someone actually picked Galio against me, but no one has dared to pick Galio against me blind.
So rude. That said, going back to one final question regarding the wrists. I know for a fact that last year, Parks our NA guy did an interview with JJ, and he was also saying that he did have wrist issues and he was getting them fixed, but he also said that like at least I think 30% of NA players had like proper wrist issues, but nobody wants to talk about it because they're scared of being burned, you know, and organizations not wanting to pick them up and stuff. Can you say that you know of other players that have like these issues and are scared to open up about them?
I don't really know anyone, I think, or at least I didn't hear it. But I remember back in Splice, I think Kobe and Colt both had some wrist issues, but it wasn't. It was also like an inflammation, so it was like only a few weeks, I guess, and they were just like playing normally. They didn't have to take like a big break. I think mine is a bit different. Maybe it's a bit worse, but yeah, we'll see. But it's also it's a rough topic, I guess, because some teams will maybe not want to take a gamble if you're not like really insane and you have wrist issues, and some teams which might just like overlook you because of it. Yeah.
Please, dear teams, don't do that. There are ways to fix it, and of course, G2 has been treating you well in those regards and trying to get you a sub in this.
Yeah, of course.
So very happy with their treatment of them.
That's correct.
Very nice, very good job there. Treat your players first, and then org second. Very important. Health comes before everything in life. Anything you would like to say to the G2 fans?
Well, thank you for supporting us, and if you were ever scared or in doubt over the past 2 weeks, I can assure you that playoffs will not be the same.
I will decide the hashtag for this time, because you forgot when you were on Euphoria. Hashtag Hunter x Hunter best anime.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I would call it best, but I guess we can go for that one. Yeah, you can go for that.
I will go for that. Hashtag Hunter x Hunter, for those that don't know. Hunter x Hunter best anime. Thank you so much.
Long hashtag, actually.
It is, but come on. Typing, I mean. We're gamers. Thank you so much, Mikyx. Make sure to follow him on Twitter. And of course, best wishes to him and his recovery. Let him know on Twitter, of course. It always makes players feel appreciated from what I hear. And of course, I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys then. This was Serge from Shotcaller. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, unfortunately we still don't have a sponsor, so we do really rely on you guys supporting us on Patreon. So we'd especially like to thank Krzysztof Bujnovic, Thomas Göttel, Etienne, Erich Althaus, Lazy Raven, Lama Vyuta, and Adam Novosviat for your support, and of course all the names of the people you see scrolling past you right now. It is genuinely truth when I say that without you this wouldn't be possible right now, so we really do appreciate it. Thank you.